7 things narcissistic parents say to their children. Understanding the nuances of a narcissistic parent. There's an old African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child, but what happens when one of the central figures in the village, a parent, displays narcissistic tendencies? According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health, narcissistic personality disorder is characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. These traits, when manifested in parenting, can be harmful to children and emotional development. Understanding the nuances of a narcissistic parent's communication can be a challenging task. However, it's a crucial endeavor as it helps to shed light on the harmful patterns that such parenting might entail. Before I start, it's important to note that everyone has the capacity for narcissistic behavior. However, narcissistic personality disorder is a specific mental health condition characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. It's this extreme form of narcissism that we're discussing here. Number 1. I did this all for you. This statement is a classic technique used by narcissistic parents to induce guilt and create a sense of obligation to their children, or in their children rather, by implying that their actions, regardless of whether they're genuinely beneficial or harmful, are solely for the child's benefit. They manipulate the child into feeling indebted to them. This technique can seriously undermine a child's sense of autonomy and independence. Number 2, you're so ungrateful. Narcissistic parents often struggle to acknowledge their children's unique feelings and needs. They may perceive an expression of discontent or disagreement as ingratitude. This attitude effectively invalidates the child's emotions and experiences, fostering a sense of guilt and self-doubt. Number 3, you're just like, and then add the name there of a negative person. By comparing their child to a person who is generally disliked or disapproved of, narcissistic parents can inflict emotional harm and manipulate their child's behavior. The goal here is to control the child by suggesting that they possess negative traits, thereby pushing them to alter their behavior to avoid such comparisons. Number 4, I never said that. Gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation in which a person seeks to sow seeds of doubt in a targeted individual. It's a common tactic employed by narcissistic parents. They might deny ever having said something hurtful or unfair, causing the child to question their memory, perception, and sanity. Number 5, if it weren't for me, you'd be nothing. This statement is designed to undermine the child's self-esteem and confidence. By asserting that all of the child's accomplishments are due to the parent's efforts, the parent effectively diminishes the child's own skill, abilities, and achievements. Number 6, I'm the only one who truly cares about you. Narcissistic parents may isolate their children from other supportive relationships in their life, claiming that they're the only ones who truly care about the child. This tactic can make the child overly reliant on the parent for emotional support, increasing the parent's control and influence over the child. Number 7, you owe me. By constantly reminding their children of their debt, narcissistic parents can enforce a sense of obligation. This promotes a power of imbalance in the relationship, with the child constantly striving to repay an unpayable debt. Coping mechanisms. For those who have grown up with narcissistic parents, it's crucial to develop coping mechanisms and strategies for healing from the traumatic upbringing. Some essential steps in the process include seeking professional help, such as therapy or counseling to address the emotional wounds inflicted by narcissistic parents. Establishing healthy boundaries with the narcissistic parent, limiting contact and communication as needed. Building a support network of friends, family, and support groups who understand the challenges of dealing with narcissistic parents. And engaging in self-care practices such as regular exercise, proper nutrition, and mindfulness activities to promote overall well-being and resilience. These statements, unfortunately, are just the tip of the iceberg. The psychological impact of growing up with a narcissistic parent can be profound, often leading to difficulties in self-esteem, independence, and the ability to form healthy relationships. So, if you or someone you know has been affected by these or similar experiences, professional help is recommended. Therapists and support groups can offer assistance with tools and strategies for understanding and navigating the complexities of these type of relationships. And remember, it's never too late to seek help and begin healing. You really do deserve to be healed and understood and treated with respect.